Hello everyone, welcome back, Savard is here, coming back with part 69. Yes, exactly like you heard it me, 69. Why? Because you guys made fun of me in the last part of what if Deku made his own Omnitrix because I put the number 69 and like a number 6 in the last part of what if Deku was Xiao, and after that the part 9 of what if Deku made his own Omnitrix, so you just all start to tell me 69. So I decided using 15% of my mind power to put the number 69 in this video. Is it worth it? No. Am I gonna take anything from it? No. But is it fucking so satisfying? Yes, it's so satisfying for me. Anyways, where we last left off, Izuku has gone into America with Razor to get another vision. And the way Izuku did what G Spamton told him about, and putting like a little device inside one of the robots inside the Museum of America, but nothing happened there. In the end, he got the vision out of there and start going out, but he's being stopped by none other than Black Cat, and after that, right now they are in the street. And while Izuku was trying to fight, suddenly someone wearing a weird-looking blue and red suit with the 4 tentacles from his back looking like a spider just jumped down and said, "Alright, can someone explain to me what's happening here?" And now we continue. Don't forget like, subscribe, and let's get right to it. As Izuku seeing in front of him Spider-Man, and Izuku said, "Oh, so you are Spider-Man? Oh yeah, did you heard about me? Nice to meet you, but why are you here? And Cat, why the hell are you here? I thought that you told me that you're gonna stop doing those things." "Well, sorry, Spidey, but, I just can't handle to see things shining through the glass and not take it." As Izuku said, "Get out of my way, this is my fight, you insect." As Spider-Man said, "Oh, now you're calling me insect? I didn't even introduce myself properly, and you immediately start insulting me. Seriously, kid?" As Izuku said, "I said, get out of my way!" And immediately after that, Izuku, without a hesitation, throwing such a strong tornado in front of him at Spider-Man and Black Cat. Black Cat managed to dodge this, and Spider-Man was kinda stuck in the tornado. He tried to use his, of course, web, but he couldn't because the web was being sucked inside the tornado. In the end, he managed to get hold of him using his, of course, tentacles, and just smash them into the ground. After that, Izuku stopped and said, "Where'd that cat go?" As after that, Izuku seeing her just walking on the walls, not, just running on the walls. As Izuku seeing this, he said, "There! Razor, after her!" "Alright, Razor, go!" And after that, Razor starts running on 4 of his, on his legs and hands, and after that, just jumping left and right on the top of the buildings. And in the end, he managed to create like a claws of lightning and go right on the Black Cat, throwing such a strong slash in front of him. Black Cat was hit by this and thrown back into the street, but she managed to get hold of her using a little web. Just got hold of herself using something. Just like Spider-Man using a web, she also used one. Just to get hold of herself. I mean, if you know Black Cat, you know what she can do. Anyways, as she's standing in front of Razor and said, "Wow, you actually are very good on your powers. But tell me, can you take my bad luck?" As Razor said, "Razor don't believe in bad luck. Razor will gonna make his own luck, and he will gonna start with taking the vision from you." As Black Cat said, "Then come at me, little dog." And after that, she starts going on Razor in a fight between him and Razor. Between her and Razor, while Izuku standing in front of Spider-Man, as Spider-Man said, "Look, kid, how about you just give up and let us talk?" As Izuku said, "Oh, alright, let us talk. What is the first thing that's coming into your mind when you hear a shoe?" "Yes, a spider that crushed under it." And after that, Izuku throws such a strong gust of wind on Spider-Man, shaking the buildings around of him. As Spider-Man said, "Why are you so angry on me? What did I did to you? Nothing, but kinda I'm just in a bad mood because right now I'm trying to save the world and people like you, that stupid black cat, trying to steal this from me, unknowing that the world will gonna get destroyed. As after that, he's throwing another gust of wind while Spider-Man on the wall and said, "What? Wait a minute. The world will gonna get destroyed? Why didn't you? Are you lying, kid?" As Izuku said, "Do I look like I'm lying to you?" And after that, he throw another wave of wind on Spider-Man. Spider-Man said, "Can you please stop this?" And after that, he throw just jumped down from the building and going right. And Izuku, after throwing some whips on around of him, Izuku right now covered in whips, and Spider-Man goes at him to throw a punch. Izuku immediately jump in the air, and after that, start breathing out of his mouth such a strong wave of wind out of his mouth as he throws Spider-Man away on a car. And after that, immediately he said, what a how the hell you take this off? As he's tried to take the whip off, but it's just so kinda so sticky. As Spider-Man said, "Don't worry, it will gonna go off after 3 hours, but now I need to talk with you. Why the hell are you here in America? I already told you enough and sex, so how about you leave me alone?" As after that, Izuku go and start spinning around himself, creating like a tornado with his body, taking off the wind in the process. Taking off the whip and in the process, and Spider-Man starts seeing that some cars start going inside the tornado, so he started to save some people. In the end, Izuku taking this chance going to help Razor with of course against Black Cat, but Spider-Man come from the side and kick Izuku in his face, throwing him away. As Izuku right now inside the wall, and Spider-Man said, "Please let us just talk. Can't we just explain to me what's happening here? I also know what Black Cat can do, and if you need someone to help you, I can help you very well. Stark can help you. I can call the Avengers if you need them." As Izuku said, "I don't need anyone. You are the most disgusting insect that I ever saw in the fucking family of spiders." As after that, Izuku go on Spider-Man and immediately get hold of his face and smash him down into the ground. As Spider-Man said, "Alright, that's alright, that's official. You hate me." As after that, he immediately throw a web on Izuku's eyes using his left hand, and immediately after that, he starts going punches on Izuku. He's right now blinded and he can't take it off, as he hear a sound in his head said, "Come on, focus on your surrounding. We didn't train like fucking 10 months just for you to be defeated by someone wearing a clown outfit." As Izuku said, I'm trying here." As after that, Spider-Man throwing a punch on Izuku's jaw, throwing him up in the air. Izuku right now in the air as he falling, and after that, he start focusing on the wind around of him. As he start feeling everything, start feeling where Spider-Man is, how he moving the wind around of him. And after that, he jumped down on his on his legs, and he having his left hand on the ground as he stand up and looking at Spider-Man and said, "Come at me." As Spider-Man seeing this, he immediately go at Izuku, throwing a left punch. Izuku dodging this and got hold of his hand and flip him above his head, smashing him into the ground. Izuku lifting up his right leg and going to stab on Spider-Man head, but Spider-Man immediately move his head into the right and throw a kick on Izuku face. Izuku just moving his head backward, and after that, just dodging the attack of Spider-Man, getting hold of his leg using his left arm. After that, Izuku just got hold of his leg and starts smashing him back and forth like, smashing him back and forth into the concrete. Spider-Man getting enough of this, he's using his tentacles and throwing them on Izuku. Izuku immediately, before he managed to even hit Izuku with his little tentacles, he immediately throw him away, and after that, going flying at him after finally, getting his spear out, as he go on Spider-Man to slash him, as Spider-Man tried to protect himself using his tentacles, and Izuku immediately throw his slash, which is cutting off all of Spider-Man tentacles. After that, Spider-Man starts getting, this is getting a little bit dangerous, so he decided that it's time to call some help. After that, he said, this kid, how is he even able to see me? I blinded him, as Izuku said, you must be wondering how the hell am I able to see you, right? Well, the answer of your question is no, I can't see you, but the wind is always there, Spider-Man. The wind is everywhere. The air is coming through your veins. You're right now breathing the air and moving around inside of it. So, you can say that I can feel everything around of me. And as Izuku immediately spin around and throwing his spear, as while that happening, Razor was immediately throwing a slash on the, of course, Black Cat. Black Cat dodging this into the right, but it wasn't a long time before Izuku's spear hit her inside her heart, smashing her into a wall. As right now, Black Cat inside the wall, and he starts breathing heavily, saying, "What the? How the hell he managed to?" As Spider-Man seeing that, he said, "No! Why did you?" And after that, Izuku just spin around and throwing a strong gust of wind on Spider-Man, start making the building shake behind of him. As he said, "Sit down, Spider. This is none of your work. This is my legacy, and this is my mission to accomplish. So, if anyone stands in my way, he's a dead meat. Understand? So, just sit down." And after that, Izuku go into Black Cat that right now she's against the wall as she tried to take off the spear out of Izuku's chest, while Izuku walking calmly towards her with his hand in his pockets, saying, "Don't try it. It will not gonna get out. As much as you trying to take it out, it will just gonna go even further inside." As Izuku put his hand inside on the spear and immediately just take it off of the guts of Black Cat. Black Cat goes on the ground while she's still bleeding, and Izuku, lifting her head up and looking on her neck, seeing of course, the vision, as he just ripped it off and said, "Thank you, I'm just gonna take that." As Black Cat said, "How the hell you managed to do?" As Izuku immediately said, I'm not gonna explain that. I'm not gonna explain that again. If you are survive from this, go ask Spider-Man, he know the answer. As after that, Izuku said, "Oh wait, a second thing." As he immediately kicked Black Cat in her guts, throwing her away, and said, "This is for stealing the vision." And after that, Black Cat is dead right now. As Razor said, "Did you got it? Should we go?" Izuku, as Izuku said, "Yeah, Razor, let's go." And after that, Izuku and Razor was about to start going out from there, as immediately after that, Izuku start hearing some, sound in his vision, as Izuku looking on his vision, and he starts, hearing a sound saying, "Help! Izuku, are you there? Help us!" As Izuku said, "Huh? What is this?" As he look on his vision, he starts hearing the sound of Ibarra, as he decided to, of course, said, "Razor, it's Ibarra, we need to go help her." As Razor said, "Alright, let's help Vine Girl." As immediately after that, Izuku put his hand on Razor's shoulder and teleport into the Wild Pussycat. As after that, Izuku right now in front, by the side of course, Ibarra on the top, inside the forest. As Ibarra said, "Izuku, there is a villain surrounding the area, and Kota is right now being followed by a villain on the top of a mountain." As Izuku said, "Who's Kota?" "It's just a kid. Joe, go save him. There's a villain about to kill him." As Izuku said, "Alright, Razor, help the others. Ibarra, make sure that no one gets hurt, using your, vision to cover them, alright?" As Ibarra said, "Alright." And after that, Razor starts going on the side of the forest, running on all of his, of course, parts of his body, just going around the place, while Izuku going into start feeling the area around of him and feeling the atmosphere, as he starts feeling a kid that's, running away. As Izuku immediately starts going into that place, and he hears a sound from behind saying, "Don't run away from me, kid. I'm not gonna hurt you." As Kota said, "Please, someone help me, please." As Izuku after that come down from the sky in front of Kota and in front of Muscular, as he said, "So, you are the asshole that's following a kid around, huh? Someone like you really is disgusting. Acting like you are strong because you are just going on the weakest. How about you attack someone from your size? Kid, there's no one in my size. As Izuku said, oh, really? And after that, Izuku just taking out his spear and throwing a slash on Muscular. Muscular covering himself with muscle fibers, protecting himself from the damage, but he's being pushed back in front of on a couple other trees. As after that, he starts coughing, elbowing. Well, finally some challenge. As Izuku looking behind on Kota, as Kota's just crying. Izuku said, "You're Kota, right? Don't worry, nothing will gonna hurt you as long as I am here." As Kota seeing this kid, he try a little bit scared, but he thinking that he can at least trust him. I mean, who do you will gonna trust in? The person that was about to attack you, or the one that saved you from that person? As Izuku looking at Muscular in front of him and said, "Well, I'm not gonna hesitate to kill you." As after that, Muscular said, "Oh, really? So you are not a hero?" As Izuku said, "Do I look like a hero to you? I am the conqueror of demons, and demons like you should be killed, and that's what I'm exactly gonna do." And after that, Izuku just swapped his hand in front of his face, making the mask appear in front of his face. As he starts shaking a little bit in pain, but he managed to hold the pain back and focus more on the power. As right now, Muscular seeing Izuku wearing a weird looking Oni mask and covered with a black and blue aura. As he said, "And what's that now? Some fancy mask will not gonna help your beautiful face from being protected from my punches, kid." As Muscular covering both of his arms with muscle fibers going on Izuku. Izuku standing in front of him. As after that, Muscular throwing his punch, Izuku going on Muscular and immediately throwing a slash on Muscular hand, cutting it off. As Muscular starts screaming in pain, saying, "What the hell? What the?" But immediately after that, Izuku without hesitation, using his right arm, throwing a gust of wind on Muscular, throwing him up in the sky, creating a strong tornado, changing the atmosphere of the place as the place starts to rain. Muscular fall from the sky while the sky starts, continue raining, and Kota is watching this. As after that, Izuku looking back at Kota, as Kota a little bit scared, seeing how, scary the mask is. As Izuku said with a sadistic voice, "Look away, please." As Kota hearing this, he said, "What?" As Izuku said, "I doesn't want you to see this, so look away, please." As Kota just hide behind a tree and start covering his ears and closing his eyes. As Izuku looking back at Muscular and said, "Now, finally, I can go as brutal as I want." As he go directly and Muscular throwing his spear away as he starts going punches on Muscular face left to right. Muscular tried to protect himself using his right arm, or his other arm that left, but Izuku immediately got hold of it and break it to him as he throwing a kick into Muscular stomach, and after that into his face and into his jaw. And after that, Izuku got hold of Muscular mouth, as Muscular right now with broken arms, and he's just so weak from the strong punches of Izuku. Every punch of Izuku is basically like being hit by a strong wave of tornado, or like 1,000 train just hitting you inside a specific point in your body. As Izuku right now holding Muscular head, as he said, "Now, let's see how you're gonna be able to survive this." As Izuku put his hand inside Muscular mouth, and after that he just ripped his jaw out of his face, throwing it away as Muscular fall on the ground dead. And after that, Izuku starts shaking in pain as he fall on the ground on his knees and just swap his hand in front of his face, making the mask disappear as he starts breathing heavily, saying, "Damn it, that was strong. Man, at least I'm getting hold of it. Right, Xiao?" As Xiao said, "Yes, good job. Now, where's the kid?" As Izuku looking back, he see Kota. As Izuku looking as Kota behind the tree and said, "Kota, are you okay?" As Kota said, "Yeah, thank you. As Izuku said, "Don't worry. It's not a big deal." And after that, Izuku hearing a sound from behind saying, "Brother, are you here?" As he looked behind, he see Razor. As Izuku said, "Yeah, Razor, I'm okay. The bad guy's been defeated." And after that, he hear a second sound saying from Ibara saying, "Midoriya, are you okay? Where is Kota?" As Izuku immediately said, "Oh no." As he looked behind, he see Ibara. As Ibara said, "Izuku, are you?" But she see behind of Izuku the dead body of Muscular. As she said, "What the? What the? Why did you?" As Izuku said, he was about to kill him. As Kota, Ibara said, "I thought that you told me that you were not gonna kill anyone." As Izuku said, "Ibara, he was about to kill a kid. Do you think that I'm just gonna leave him to do that?" As Ibara, looking down and said, "Well, he was about to kill a kid, but I doesn't want to see you kill any other person, alright?" As Izuku said, "I promise you." As Ibara said, "Alright, Kota, come here." As Kota just go into Ibara's arms and Ibara just take him out. As she said, "Alright, I know both of you are not, welcome here, so goodbye." As Izuku said, "Yeah, goodbye." And after that, Razor said, "See you around, Vine Girl." As Ibara started telling Kota not to tell anyone about those two people. They are not should be known by the heroes. As Kota agreed to that, and he asked a couple of questions about Izuku. As Ibara answering a couple of questions, while Izuku and of course Razor has gone away back into the hideout. As after that, Izuku inside the cave with of course Razor and said, "That was kinda hard." "What do you say, Razor?" As Razor said, "Yeah, it was, but did you find the vision? Is it with you, Izuku?" As Izuku looked in his pockets, seeing he see inside his pockets the vision of cryo or the vision of ice. As Izuku said, "Well, right now it's kind of four down, still two others to go, or three." As Razor said, "So we should tomorrow search for the holder of this vision, brother?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, we should search for it, but now let's just just sleep for the night. I'm kinda too tired." As Razor said, "Yes, I'm too tired too." And after that, both of them just sit on the ground and start sleeping. And this one gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.